Okay, so I keep telling people on Twitter that I'm going to do a new tour of my office, and then I keep forgetting. So I figured, what the heck, I'm gonna do it now. Apparently, it's been 5 years according to YouTube, so this may take a while. I'll try to be quick. Here's the door, hasn't changed at all, and in we go. So we do have my little Star Trek room alarm, which currently needs batteries, but it's pretty cool. Coming on in, we are going to shut the door and start behind the door. We have X-Files, signed comic books, Yoda Reed poster. I think most of those were here then. Down here on the floor, this is a new addition, a Cinemark popcorn bucket that I'm using for fabric scraps instead of just throwing them around or putting them in the high-tech bag on the door. Wicket, the prize I wanted to think geek photo contest that stores all of my work stuff. Still creepy, but cool. Work bag currently stays here. Shoes go there, but they don't come inside right now. You know how that goes. Amazing portrait of Graf that at LPFF drew for me. Mark Hamill photo op with Ray. Thank you to at Wendy Cox for helps with the costume. Ewok shelf in front of one of my very early autographs with Darth Vader. One of the newest Wickets, a little wooden cutout from a convention. Box of Ewok things from Celebration, along with the amazing pencil sharpener that at Craig Spivey made. Quite cool little thing we have there. All right, sliding back out across the top shelf, all sorts of Star Wars things. This is the Star Wars wall, by the way, that have been given to me through the years. I think probably the highlight of that shelf is the vintage Wicket lunchbox that at Taj Mahal 07 got me. At LPFF gave me that cool little light up Leia thing next to it. I bought the T65 dog toy, but of course did not buy it for my dogs. Working my way down here, we've got some autographs, some of my very first ones with Kenny Baker, may he rest in peace, and Anthony Daniels. Please stay with us a long time. We have a Lego X-Wing, some various other Star Wars things on that shelf. Going across, we have Yavin, Luke, and Han, and that time they went drinking after getting medals with at Taj Mahal 07 and I. Some Carrie Fisher things, another Incom T65B X-Wing. Scrolling down here, we've already done that shelf. We have lightsaber art that I picked up from an artist at a convention. My saber used to go here, but it's out all the time now. It's too much of a pain to stow it, so I just leave it out. The Luke Skywalker shelf. I was collecting all the action figures for a while there. This is my childhood R2. I am very fond of him, despite the fact that he looks like this and has a bent leg. The 3PO stuff is a coin that I designed for at Luke Luca for his helpers in his 3PO costume. This is another photo op with Mark Hamill and Pickles, the best Nico Atsume cat. That was a trivia prize at Think Geek. Some Rebel Legion stuff someone made for me. Sewing stuff recently reorganized in this thing that used to be in the closet. This is my sewing desk sitting here, currently rather clean and not without a lot of extra crap on it. This Orville thing is pretty cool. At Luke Luca gave me this. And we have a memorial coin from Peter Mayhew tribute there. Working our way over into the corner. This is a Scott Harbin print. He's an excellent artist. It's the only one I have up right now. Of course, Luke on Hoth. A Dana Scully print. This is the X-Files corner here. Posters. Funko. This Mulder and Scully Barbie set that at Blue Solas and at Taj Mahal 07 found for me in a thrift shop. Fantastic. The Yoda corner here. Avengers ornaments, most of which were given to me by children, which is great. This is the Will Wheaton area. We have Baymax. Up above, we do have the Hoodie of Destiny group and the Stargate corner. Collected that through the years at conventions. Down into the cubbies. Stargate Mega Blocks, Niffler Bank, some various books. Mostly this is the Firefly shelf, complete with Mardi Gras T-Rex. Apple Dumpling, the best of the Strawberry Shortcake Gang. Raphael, the best of the Ninja Turtles, in my humble opinion. At Stain is So Boring gave me that lip balm and was conscientious enough to get the correct Ninja Turtle. We have more Apple Dumpling, some Trolls, various little gifts. A Sparks McGee duct tape hat that I made that Will Wheaton signed at a concert I went to, which was great. Carmine the Bowler. More Ewoks. They are, in fact, everywhere. Little Enterprise. This is, of course, a rock to wind a piece of string around, for those of you who will get that reference. The car is from an old tech of mine, long story. Cabbage Patch Kids, some, you know, various things from when I was younger, a crochet Psyduck, Hawkeye, Iron Man. We have Care Bears and Kusas and Little Orphan Annie and Pokemon and Raphael. I'm proud of my Lego Beedrill. I designed that one myself. Books, that Captain America is very cool. At 5'5" gave me that. She painted it herself. Very cool. More books there. Kind of a row of various collectibles. You may have noticed there was a Timmy above. That is Charlie. This is Beta. Bravo has long since gone back to Think Geek with a costume. So there are many Timmy clones here. They all have names. That is the appropriate name Panther. I've had all my life from my grandmother. Some more Ewoks, a Porg. The mug is just a favorite that's broken I need to do something with, but you know how that goes. Let's see. So we covered all of this here, including the Stargate corner. So going across, we enter the Star Trek section. And here we have a couple of my very favorite posters. The one on the right at LPFF gave me, I cannot recall, I think the one on the left was given to me by at Blue Solus or at Taj Mahal 07. The 5 Captains. Bacula was my last one and was very gracious about that. Over the desk here, up here in the corner, we have a Connor Trenier autograph next to one of my favorite things, at Little Trippy, or at Little Bit Trippy on Twitter, who is was made by at Cat Xander, who has left Twitter, but a very dear friend. And we have Alpha, the original Timmy clone here. More Ewoks that were various gifts. A patch designed by Craig Spivey that was a gift. And my best find from Celebration, vintage Ewok eraser. The X-Files clock's one of my older pieces of fandom. We have Hopper before he went bad, season 1 Hopper. Paul McGillian, and there are many Polly things, but it's the only one displayed. This is from when the first time I met Polly. Some pictures of friends, more Baymax, various little collectibles from various fandoms. My first fandom 5K hat that at Sane is So Boring had made for me. Chewbacca and Jack Sparrow and more Ewoks and Looney Tunes. And that Iron Man was a housewarming gift way back in 2011 from at 55. Unikitty's awesome! Terrifying Space Monkey from at Kids Need to Read. A Wabbit with a button that says, "Be reasonable, do it my way," which is from high school because I had the Wabbit moniker then. More Ewoks, various little things, mostly from my friend Eric before he passed. He liked to give gifts at work, and so little things there. So here's the desk situation. We do have my $10 thrift store jacket that I put about $80 of patches on to make a very cool Star Wars jacket. And very importantly, down here, we have at Camo the Ruler, best cat in the galaxy, who is not very enthused about this video and could care less, or couldn't care less rather. So we'll leave her be. Over on these shelves, we have photo albums, old school, some books, more books, several by at PJ Harzma, more Ewoks, one backwards on purpose, long story. Game ball from when I played football, some more Ewoks, various stuffed animals, more Ewoks. The Nolan Ryan shelf, baseball's a very big part of my youth. The dog sled shelf, something I've always been enamored with and involved with now. More books, more memorabilia, mostly from my Aunt Clara who has passed. My Wicket Tiki, one of the few things I bought myself in here. Again, Star Trek and Real Space, vintage Ewok glass that was a gift from a colleague. Baymax and armor, because sometimes you need armor, sometimes you don't, but you definitely do sometimes. Serenity, great show Firefly. The Thor lamp was from at LPFF. A few more autographs that are up and posted. One of the most unique ones, my Nathan Fillion that at PJ Harzma facilitated for me. Thank you for that. That was a great day, sir. But Terrifying Space Monkeys dressed up as Captain Hammer and Dr. Horrible. My first Dragon Con. Warehouse 13, Being Human. Super Grover probably gets the most comments in here. I apologize, I do not know the artist. I bought it at a convention. Luna Lovegood is simply the best. G.I. Joe is probably my oldest fandom besides Star Wars. I have a lot of that in here. Newt Scamander is a fantastic character, so I gotta have my props there. So a few stuffed animals there. You guys know Sean, Baby Yoda, Ewok Pillow, another Ewok, Municorns from a Kickstarter I did, Peter Bear ship, because we don't have a Peter for our Fringe cosplay, so I made one. Pretty proud of his outfit that I made there. He's sporting his summer look. JoeCon souvenir, a pillow that I made from a t-shirt that was way too big because it's all they had. Only JoeCon I went to. Really enjoyed it. Here's my little couch where I kind of take naps and read. Everything on there has kind of become permanent. It wasn't intended to be, but it did. Blanket I made and whatnot. Here in the middle of the G.I. Joe comic books, we do have a See No Evil, Hear No Evil, Speak No Evil Ewok print that at LPFF bought me for my birthday at Celebration. Best part about it is that the artist actually got the correct numbered printout for my age, which is greatness. Above that, we do have my Serenity X-Files mashup poster, I Want to Believe. Supergirl. This is a wonderful James Hans print of Carrie Fisher, Leia, and I really like this print because it has the ages of Leia on it, and Princess Leia is important, but General Organa is everything. And I do apologize, this may not be a James Hans. Yes, it is. Okay, just triple checking. I thought it was, but just checked the signature there, and it is. But wonderful print there. In the corner, we have childhood stuffed animals for the most part. In the blinds, we've got a brown coat flag with Canadian flags for the Canadian friends I made from that. We have a little more G.I. Joe stuff, Scarlet. Another Scarlet with Black Widow, paired over there with Hawkeye. Some action figures that Taj gave me for Christmas. These Hot Wheels, the Avengers, were a gift just by an acquaintance from my local Pokemon group, just because they knew how much I loved Rescue and Iron Man, so I'm kind of fond of those. This is the Hawkeye shelf, or windowsill. We've got a little pillow I made, a cereal box freebie toy, myself as Kate Bishop with Stan Lee. That was a good day. He told me I looked great. So a Hawkeye coaster, a little bucket that Eric gave me for Valentine's Day that I had to paint purple because it has an arrow through the heart on the outside, and it holds all my spare Hawkeye glasses. A little Hawkeye pin from @LPFF, a big Hawkeye pin from @Werewolf Mom, a McDonald's sweetheart toy that just happened to be purple, so it had to go here. My quiver sits there in the corner. My Ray staff kind of lives there most of the time. We have the Monster Squad's 30th anniversary poster from @Alamo Drafthouse event. This board, Magnetic Poetry Board, is primarily from @Blue Solus, but lots of things on here from all sorts of various conventions and things through the years. Different things we have colored through the years. The R2-D2 lamp, I also won at Think Geek in a costume contest thing. This is where I sit and read most of the time when I manage to read, not nearly as much as I'd like. That is the pile of books I need to read in the middle, pile of books to give to the library on the side. The closet here just kind of holds all my costume stuff. Up above it, we have ribbons from my dogs, Molly, Trinity, Hobie, Storm, and Jade in that order. Most are Trinities and Hobies, but they're kind of separated there. In the closet itself, really not a lot to go on about, but comic books are up top, fabric, various costume things, the green bags full of makeup and such. I found this cute bunny bucket in another room, so I put it in here. So magnetic dartboard, used to play in radiology with one of my techs. It's fun. Max will come out again. I miss you, Mr. Rockatansky. So all the costumes in there. And then to the side here, we have some more baseball things, commemorative certificates and ticket stubs from Nolan Ryan milestones. I was not actually at these games, but a good friend of mine was and gave them to me because I knew I would appreciate them more. Loot Crate sign. The reason I started and stopped getting autographs, I finally finished my 7 main Next Gen members, so I don't do that anymore, not starting anymore. Trinity, my dog, various running medals and con badges and stuff on this rack that I found in my closet and just painted and hung up. This was a metal M sign that one of my staff gave me for my last name. I, of course, immediately flipped it over and hung it up. And that is the rest of the room. So I will leave you guys with a final picture of a blue canary in the outlet by the G.I. Joe light switch that is, in fact, opposite a picture of a lighthouse, as it must be. So that is my office as quickly as I could do it. And until next time, stay shiny.